Simon and I have been married for 21 years and we did go through fertility treatment. It didn't actually work. However, little did I know there was still that part of me that wanted to become a mum. And we ended up adopting back then, and Bella came to us and she completed our family. Neither of us can imagine our life without her. At the moment, I do provide peer support to prospective adopters or ones they've had their children placed with, and I didn't have that. And actually, it would have been nice to have that support from somebody that's gone through that journey. Just say to me, do you know what you're doing is absolutely great, or if that's not working, how about trying this? So the peer support calls that I do, I encourage them to be done over Zoom, and I don't mind that. So I was inspired to start a group where we meet up once a month. We go to the coastal park, which is down at the bottom. We've been to soft play areas, and it's just amazing seeing that the parents can relax and they don't feel judged, that we're all in the same boat. And actually, seeing Bella's face, even her saying, do you know what, I love it, because if you're lonely, the other child knows how you feel, and actually you can become friends. And also, I can't believe that I'm not the only one that's adopted. There's so many other children that are adopted too.
Tiernan and I got together later in life, and wanting a family, adoption was the perfect way for us to have a family. And where Tiernan and I met in a walking group, it seemed a very sort of natural next step for us to get together with other families through adoption support and go walking in the countryside.
It's a great opportunity to meet other people in a similar situation to you, so for yourself, but also for your children as well. It's a great opportunity for them to get to know our children.
Sometimes with adopted children, their nerves, their difficulty, their anxiety, and just their joy can be different.
We just try and create an atmosphere, don't we, where it's okay to be you.
Chance for us and other families just to sort of bounce ideas off and bounce some of the challenges that we have as adoption families. I think last time we came here, there was about
10
families, 30 people, just a chance to sort of get the children out, put them in the leaves, play in the woods, count ants.
Have a picnic.
Yeah, have a picnic.
Kids love picnics, don't they? I think any kind of peer support is a great idea. It doesn't have to be a walk as we do it. That's how we've chosen to do it, isn't it? Because that's what resonates with us. But I think any sort of group that works for the people that are organising it, just to start something and invite people to come along and let it roll from there.
I'm Lloyd, and
I'm Tegan.
Being a part of a same-sex couple, the thing we wanted to do most was adopt. We only knew Tegan as a baby, so when she first came to us, we didn't really know her as a person. And I think one of the biggest challenges is getting to know each other, and creating that bond can be difficult for other non-adoptive families to understand some of the challenges and the joys that you go through. So having peers and other adopters around you makes you feel less alone and less sort of unusual, I guess. So it's been really good that the service have offered more and more things for adopters and the kids as well. The summer picnics, the adoption service put on every year, and the Christmas parties.
Like, you meet all different types of people and do completely different things. So like, if you have different interests, so there's always like craft and sports, but I find that I've built friendships with them as well.
The biggest benefit is, I think, you don't feel isolated, and you also realise that some of the challenges that you're facing, other people are facing the same thing, so it doesn't make you feel sort of less unusual. They have that unique understanding, and I think for us that's probably the biggest thing.
I think also when you're younger, you don't necessarily understand what's going on as well. Like, so having people in your community makes you sort of realise you're not alone. As a child, sometimes people don't really understand what it's like to be part of an adopted family, because it is different. But having other people makes it feel more comfortable as well.
I remember the first Christmas party we took you and your brother to. You were probably about 5, I would say. And not only did you love the party, I think the biggest surprise and the biggest reaction we got was when we said to them that all the kids in this room are adopted. And they were just like, really? There are other adoptive children? And I think that's when both of them it dawned on them that they weren't on their own and there were lots of other families like us.
Yeah.
So I think that really helps.
Really.
Yeah, definitely. For anybody that goes for adoption, I think at any point in your sort of adoption journey, I think it's really important that you don't feel alone and that you've got somebody that you can connect with. I don't know about team, but for us, we found that going to those events sometimes helps with our own self-care. It makes you feel less alone. It makes you feel a bit more supported. And I know as adopters, we've always been very comfortable and secure in the knowledge that if or when we do go through some significant challenges, we've got adoption support there to help us through any problems that we might have.
Yeah.